What's going on, guys? We are back once again, and we are going to be doing another review today. We are probably going to be reviewing Legion. Now, if you guys don't remember, I did do a series review on the series that is a prequel to this. Not a prequel, I'm sorry. A sequel to this. And in all honesty, I prefer the movie over the series. It's just more, I would say, intense than the series is. They could have been a lot further with the series. But nevertheless, if you guys ever heard of the movie Legion, if you've never seen it, I highly do recommend this. You can watch it on Hulu right now, Roku channel, Prime Video, Max right now. So you can watch a lot of different things. So what I do recommend is if you guys like anything that is supernatural aspect or a horror aspect or a thriller, action, drama, adventure, then more than likely you're going to like this film. But the entirety of this film is based around several characters. Now, I will say we got a great cast in here. We got Paul Bettany. He's in here. He plays the Archangel Michael. We got Lucas Black. We got Willa Holland. We got Adriana Palicki. We got Kate Walsh. We also have Kevin Durant, Dennis Quaid, Tyrese Gibson, many, many others. So the entirety of the film is where in this reality, Michael comes down to Earth and he is trying to go somewhere in the outskirts of Vegas to save this woman, Charlie, who is pregnant. They don't know who the father is, and you got Jeep, his dad, who's played by Dennis Quaid, and they run a restaurant, and they, were hoping that there would be a lot of, traffic through there, but there is not. And Jeep has very strong feelings for Charlie. He cares about her. His dad's saying, you got to get out of here, do something with your life. She's not going to do anything. And what happens is there starts to be a post-apocalyptic thing happening where the apocalypse happens to where angels, where you have different angels that were sent down, apparently by God, to take care of humanity. And Michael was given this order, and he disobeyed. And what Michael does is that he goes, gathers weapons, and goes to protect this woman while she is pregnant before she has the child. And everyone has to bond together in this restaurant and deal with the consequences of everyone's actions, I guess, to God, as well as also trying to fight against these angel entities. And they almost come across like they're demons because they do possess people and they act like demons. And then there's other angels that are higher up, which we do see later on in the show. Now, again, this movie was very controversial, obviously, with angels, being bad, and then there's other good angels as well. So what we see is a lot of the horror aspect in this, man. You get to see a lot of craziness with these characters trying to go on their backstory. Like you have Willa Holland's character, how she's a very rebellious, I would say, teenager. You have Dennis Quaid, who has issues with, his faith and also his son, and also, losing his wife. And you got Tyrese Gibson's character, who's trying to go to court to see his son and be there for his son. So overall, it's a very interesting, dramatic story, but also to the point where we see massive quarrels of Michael fighting against these angels that he led. And what's weird is Jeep and him have a very interesting conversation, and I love the conversation they have too, because he makes a comment, because he says, "Can I ask you something?" He says, "What?" He says, "Why?" He says, "Why did you rebel?" And he says, "I was given an order I didn't believe in." And I love that line. And the reason why I love that line is because in a lot of not only fictional but also reality, and coming from a military family and, friends that have had, military, or even, an ordinary life, there are things you're told to do that you are not going to be okay with. And what Michael does is he says, basically things about Jeep's life, and Jeep is the perfect example of humanity that he backs up on, because he believes through Jeep, individuals like him he can be the face of humanity, that he is what makes humanity worth fighting for, that he can be in love with a woman that is all messed up and he can still love her and care about the child that she's carrying that's not his. And how he lost his mother, how, his father, just became a total wreck, and how the world has become. And I love the way that they did this. They made it very interesting, especially with they see all the bad in humanity of what, humanity has done. And it makes it to where, almost like humanity is not worth saving. And they really go on a lot of points here of, the issues, whether it be, divorce court or child court, or being a single parent with a child or without a child, or trying to raise a son to be someone that he may or may not be. They tackle a lot of things silently to where if you pay attention you can see what they're trying to say. And I want to say this movie, it may not be perfect, but it's still a very good movie in my opinion. It's something I would say you can watch. Again, it's very adult rated, so anyone that has any kids, obviously, have them stay away from here. If you want to watch this with family, spouse, or something, definitely watch this. I would say if you are religious, then you may not want to see this film because, again, it's very fictional, so don't try to take this movie so seriously. But I think from a story aspect and a fictional aspect, that they did very well writing this. I really wish that they did more with this. This is more than a decade-old movie. I wish that they had more to go on with this world that they have created. But unfortunately, we only got one movie, and when we got like 2 seasons of a show that could have been a lot better than what it was, again, in my opinion. It was good, but it could have been a lot better. So overall, guys, have you guys seen Legion? If you have, leave a comment down below what you thought of it. If you haven't, definitely check it out. Let me know what you guys think about it down in the comments down below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and as always, I've seen you on the very next one.